I was born on the north side of Pittsburgh, grew up on the north side the majority of my life. I was born on West Burgess Street, which is off of Perrysville Avenue. Then we moved over to the Spring Hill, East Street Valley area, and I spent the majority of my childhood and high school years growing up there. Unfortunately, I lost both my parents at a young age. My mother passed away when I was 5 from cancer, and my father passed away when I was 15. But, you know, that was a great loss at those times. You know, we're blessed, my wife Janice and I, to have 3 children, and one lives in New York, and the other 2 live here. Raised Catholic and never doubted our faith. It's been a big part of you know, our family and my brother's families and our extended families, and it will always be. And I had 4 brothers. They were all influential as I was growing up. I was the youngest of 5, and I ended up living with my oldest brother, John, who we refer to as Bud. And he was more or less the one, the oldest. He was left with the responsibility to try to help the others. As you know, 2 of the others went on to college. My other brother got into the work, he went into the service and then went into the work world. So they all branched off into their own families, but each and every one of my brothers were very influential in my growth and development. Of course, growing up in the Catholic Church, had several teachers, priests, nuns, people that you just associated with that helped formulate not only your education, but your faith formation as we were all growing as well. And then, fortunately, when I came here, had the blessing to work for this organization, and you know, we don't have enough time to talk of the mentors I've encountered here. First and foremost would have been, you know, the late Dan Rooney, who, if there was a man of faith and, you know, family, faith, and football, there's no one that exceeds him. And we learned lessons from that man each and every day. Mr. Rooney, when he was here, I mean, he'd walk these halls and, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Boom, go to the next office. And Art continues that in his role now as our president. It's something that even preceded Mr. Rooney when the chief founded this. When we moved back here, North Catholic was on a decline. We moved back from Detroit, where we worked for 10 years. And North Catholic was on a decline. And we put together it was called a Blue Ribbon Committee to try to save the school. And then we came to the conclusion that the city doesn't have enough kids to support and keep the school open. And we didn't want to abandon the city kids, but we also knew that to keep the school alive, we had to move it to its new location in Cranberry, and maybe get the 100 kids from the city to the school, as opposed to bringing the 600 from the suburbs to the city into a declining building. Besides making donations to charitable organizations or making appearances, or, you know, going to your church and showing a highlight film and spending a night with a men's group or whatever. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can touch people on a daily basis.
So tonight, Dad, on behalf of our entire family, I want to thank you and celebrate you and your amazing faith. that has led us through this wonderful little life that we have here. You are a friend to so many, and you are a leader in our community and a role model for so many. Congratulations again, and thank you, Anchor Point, for recognizing my dad, not just for what he's done in his career, but for the man that he is, the one that our family is truly blessed to see every single day.